The day started like any other until I watched my own team smile and steal everything I had worked for. My name is Ava, and I had spent 4 years at a respected advertising firm, giving my all to every project that came my way. I was the one who stayed late when everyone else had gone home. The one who poured her soul into concepts that could make or break a brand. I believed in loyalty. I believed that real teamwork meant lifting each other up. This campaign was supposed to be our biggest yet, a complete digital transformation for a high-end fashion client. For nearly 2 months, I led the vision. I crafted the emotional storytelling, designed the key visuals, wrote every script, and refined the strategy until it felt perfect. My teammates would join a few meetings, add minor notes, and then disappear while I carried the weight. On the morning of the big client presentation, I walked into the room with quiet excitement. But as soon as the meeting began, my supervisor, Mark, stood up confidently and launched into the presentation. After months of hard work as a team, he said smoothly, "We're proud to present this vision." Every slide, every idea, it was mine. Yet he kept saying we and our team. The others nodded along, basking in the praise as if they had sacrificed the same sleepless nights. I sat frozen in my chair, my heart sinking deeper with every passing minute. I wanted to speak up, but the words caught in my throat. I told myself it was just politics. That credit would come later. But something felt deeply wrong. And I had no idea how much worse it was about to get. The weeks that followed were some of the hardest I've ever experienced. The client loved the campaign. Our agency received glowing feedback, internal celebrations, and even talk of big bonuses. Company emails praised the team's incredible creativity. Mark was suddenly the star of the office, taking meetings with leadership and sharing his success story in team huddles. Meanwhile, I felt invisible. People would casually say, "Great job on the project," without knowing I was the one who had built it from nothing. The joy I once felt in my work slowly turned into a heavy ache. One afternoon, I finally gathered the courage to speak with Mark. "Mark, I've been thinking about the campaign," I said quietly. "I put in so many extra hours, and I feel like my role isn't being acknowledged." He looked at me with a polite but distant smile. "Ava, we're all part of a team here. Everyone contributed in their own way. You're a valuable player, but we succeed together. Don't overthink it." His words shattered something inside me. I left his office feeling small, broken, and deeply alone. That night I sat in my apartment, staring at my laptop filled with old project files, wondering why I had given so much of myself to people who could so easily erase me. I started doubting my own worth. Was I not good enough to be seen? Had I been naive to trust them? I considered walking away. I quietly updated my portfolio and began looking at other opportunities. But a quiet voice inside me whispered to wait just a little longer. Then came the official client review meeting, the moment when everything I had been holding inside finally met the light. The conference room was full, agency leadership, my entire team, and the client's senior executives. I sat toward the back, trying to stay composed. The client's creative director, Mrs. Lauren Hayes, stood up to deliver their official feedback. After thanking the agency, she paused and looked around the room with a thoughtful smile. "I want to highlight something important," she said. "This campaign stood out because of its emotional depth and authenticity. And after reviewing everything closely, it's clear that one person drove that vision with extraordinary dedication." She turned and looked directly at me. "Ava, your creativity, your late nights, and your personal touch made this project truly special. We noticed. Thank you for everything you brought to this." The silence in the room was deafening. Mark's face went pale. My teammates shifted uncomfortably, avoiding my eyes. The agency owner looked stunned, then turned to me with surprise. "Ava, we clearly underestimated your contribution," he said. In the days that followed, the truth continued to unfold. Mark was removed from leading major accounts. 2 colleagues who had loudly claimed team success were passed over for promotions. I was promoted to senior creative lead with a substantial raise, and the agency made sure my name was prominently featured on the campaign moving forward. But the greatest reward wasn't the title or recognition. It was the moment I finally saw my own value again. I realized I didn't need to shout to be heard. Sometimes silence is powerful and the truth has a way of finding its voice. To anyone feeling unseen or betrayed at work, keep pouring your heart into what you do. Protect your energy, document your efforts quietly, and trust that real excellence cannot stay hidden forever. Your worth is not defined by those who try to dim your light. They stole my work and took the praise until the client exposed them. And in doing so, they helped me find my voice again. Thank you for being here with me.